Hi guys, so I'm back here with Jamari again, and I had to get up really early this morning. I'm waiting on my daughter. She has to go take her testing at the school, so she has to be there like early, like 7 in the morning, 7:30 actually. So I've been up, and I'm also like overly excited because I saw that my other baby is actually at the post office. So I'm really excited about that. But I was sitting here and I was like holding him. I held him for so long. And when I got ready to lay him in the seat, see, he's still warm. That's crazy. His body was so warm, like it's even still warm. And I've actually got up, walked out the room, came back, and he's still actually really warm, like body temperature warm right here. But he was like super, super hot. Yeah, sorry, my daughter came in to inform me that she doesn't have to be there till later. So, dang it, I'm up early. Anyway, but he was actually even warmer because I was just holding him. I actually fell asleep with him in my arms, and he's weighted differently from some of my other babies, but in a good way. And I'm learning like different ways that they can be weighted, and I actually like it, and it adds, the more realistic feel to them. Like for him, his head is just really heavy, really floppy, but he's very soft in the middle. He has weight in the middle, but he's just very soft, and I don't know what kind of fluff she's using or what, but he just feels really, really good. And so I just love the way he curls and everything, but most of all, his sculpt is very, very realistic. So I think for me, what I've been doing as far as trying to collect, I think I'm really funny. Like, okay, when I see certain kids, I'll be like, ooh, I would love to see Stephanie paint that kid. Or if I see another certain kid, I'll be like, ooh, Beata will paint that kid like so beautifully. Or like, so certain kids, I picture them up with certain particular artists because I know their paint styles. And because you can take the same kit and have 5 different artists paint it the same way, and may only like one or may only like 2, or you might like all of them, but they all paint so differently and stuff. Even when their colors are close or whatever, it's just so that's for me. It's like the whole collaboration, the whole thing to come together that makes it really good. Like there are certain babies like I'm like, oh, so-and-so need to root that baby, or so-and-so need to do that hair, So that's kind of been my thing lately, and because in the beginning, like I was posting on my Facebook, I used to just collect. And I see a baby like, oh, I want that. I'm going to buy it. And I'll buy it, and I just went through baby after baby after baby after baby. So now I kind of study the sculpt a little bit harder to see if that sculpt is something that I would want, of how much realism the sculpt has for me, and then I'll go from there. Because, like, I always think that Laura Lee Eagles have, like, the most realistic sculpts ever, 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 ever. I love the details in her sculpts. She hasn't really done a real serene baby since, I think, Tegan. But I'm not sure because I don't know all her kids. But Tegan has the most serene, soft face. But I love my Everlay. I love the Miracle. But I love very like serene faces, but then I like, different expressions now. I'm starting to get into different expressions with my baby. And I love the realism on ears, like, the ears. And but I'm just finding the more I collect, the more I pay attention to. But for this baby, he has like the funniest little expression, but it's like a very realistic expression. And then she kind of, the way she did his little eyes, he kind of like, I don't know, at certain angles, he looked like he's about to cry, and then his little nose is wet. So it's just different little things that's really funny about him that I really, really like. He is actually painted in extreme realism. He's painted, like, when I say extreme realism, I'm saying like he's painted very intensely, like, and everybody don't like this, but for me, I like it when it's done in moderation. Sometimes anything of too much is, too much of anything is never good, I should say. But there's a lot of like details about him that's like very realistic for a black baby. So I like that. And Yogi also wanted to, she had really took her time, and she's really working on her rooting. And so his hair is like phenomenal. Like his hair is even better than my Angel. So that's, that's my thing. Like, I know that these artists are not going to be perfect, but I love to see the growth in artists. Like I was looking at Rebecca Gentry and, Crystal and some of the newer artists, Loving My Silly Baby, and they're newer artists, and, but their work is like pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not so opposed to buying from a newer artist. I just have to know, when you're buying from a newer artist, you just kind of have to know that they may not have everything down pat yet, but then sometimes they will shock you. Because like I've gotten babies that wasn't by like a pro artist or nothing like that, and the baby was like absolutely beautiful. So you just never know. You just gotta kind of go from, the baby itself from one minute to the next. But I definitely like to connect kids with artists, and I definitely like, lately I've been falling in love with the kid before I fall in love with the baby. So, and then like, for instance, when on eBay, I've had this baby tagged for, probably about 4 months. I don't know, however long it was that I saw this baby on Kelly Girl page. I had it tagged on eBay, so every time one come up, I get an alert, and I look at it, and I didn't really care if it was going to be Caucasian, biracial, whatever. I just love the sculpt. So, I find that when I fall in love with the sculpt itself, usually when I get it, if I could ever get it, I'm like totally in love with it. So I'm just rambling, just talking about some things. It was just on my mind. Some of the posts on my Facebook that people mentioned. What else that I was going to tell you guys? There was something else I was going to tell you guys about him. What is it? I don't know. I do like that his little leg is bent. I think he has one of the most, the sculpt has a very realistic closed fist. I've seen some that hasn't been the greatest, as far as the sculpt. But I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to my mom meeting him. That's all I can think about. And I'm really, really excited about the new baby. So today I'm going to have to keep really, really busy. So you guys probably get a lot of videos as in between me cleaning. So I'm going to try to get the house all clean and try to organize these babies and figure out where in the heck are all these babies going to be sleeping at. I'm like really, really looking forward to hopefully getting a bonus from my job so that I can buy an actual baby bed for Journey in my room. And it's like I always have a baby sleeping with me, sometimes 2 babies sleeping with me, but you know, at the end of the day, when I get ready to not have them in the bed, they gotta have somewhere to go. And right now, I don't know, and I don't want them on top of each other. Like, I don't want like 20 babies in one bed. And not that anything is wrong with it, but for me, I like my babies strategically placed to the point of where they look realistic. You know, like, you wouldn't have 10 babies in one baby bed. Like, I mean, you really wouldn't have 2 in there unless they're twins or whatever. But you know what I mean. Like, I just like to be able to walk into the nursery and just feel this calm and just look around and see babies. It's kind of weird because I got so many babies now. It's like I got, right now in my room, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 babies in here. And also, the reason why you guys haven't seen Kason is because I had took him apart. Well, not took him apart. Well, I took his head off. I know that sounds crazy. I took his head off, and eventually I will be getting him rooted, and that's why you guys haven't seen him. Some of the babies I'm working on different things with, so that's why you haven't seen them. But yeah, so this video is like 12 minutes, and I think I've talked about some of everything. I do want to do some more videos where I'm actually holding my babies, and so you guys can see how floppy they are and how they move. But it's just, I've been so busy. I know I'm tired of saying I keep saying I know that you guys understand that, like, you know, work picks up, your life picks up. You know, a lot going on with my kids. My daughter is, she's getting, like, you know, starting to get acceptance letters from colleges and submitting to different colleges. And like today, she got to do that testing. I think it's ACT that she's doing. And my other kids are, you know, into stuff, and I'm constantly running, like, you know, the days that I don't have to work on Saturday, I have to take them for haircuts and getting their hair done, and, you know, and then I try to get a little bit of something every now and then that me and them can do, you know, just us. So it's just gotten so busy that I've been sick. I had been sick and really, really sick, and my headaches was back, and that's up, and so yeah, so it just got really, really busy, but you know, life moves on. But I've been watching more videos and commenting. I try, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's so crazy to the point of even my recorded shows I haven't even been able to watch. So that's how crazy it's been. But yeah, I know this is a long video. One funny thing, not funny, but Journey slept in the nursery for the first time last night. Journey and the new baby. I actually didn't go get them because I was so wrapped into this baby. I left them in the nursery. I did notice after a certain time last night, I said, wait a minute, where's Journey? And then I was like, oh crap, I left her down in the nursery. So, yeah, that's why I gotta get this thing worked out. Because I'm telling you, I don't know where I'm gonna put all these babies. And my guy, he doesn't want like all the babies in the room. He doesn't mind like now, but you know, when we get married and everything, it's like only gonna be like 2 babies up here. That was his whole point of telling me to do the nursery downstairs, is because he don't want it like, I don't know. But I get it. He likes the babies. He really does. But I guess he just don't want them like all over everything. I don't know. He's hey, I got a piece of paper on my floor. Receipt. He's a neat freak. So, yeah, so I got to get them placed in that nursery and keep whatever babies I'm going to keep up here. And that's going to be interesting. So I'll definitely have to learn to rotate them. But you already know that my silicone baby, which is Journey, does not sleep in the nursery. And so for right now, though, I've like kind of like almost half of the nursery up here. So it's a lot. The collecting gets very interesting. And when you go to adding like tons and tons of babies, it gets very crazy. The one thing that I have been doing really good at is, and I was really tempted yesterday on my lunch break to go out and buy this baby some clothes and stuff. And I was like, nope. So I haven't been buying any clothes. I've been utilizing all the clothes that I have, because at the end of the day, I have a lot of baby clothes for these babies. They're not going to grow up, and so they're not going to outgrow the stuff. And if one baby have wore it, the other one haven't. So, you know, I'm trying to cut back where I can cut back at, you know, with the spending. So I just like, my whole thing is like, get the baby. Like this last baby that's coming was a huge sacrifice, and I really would have loved to go out and just really go shopping crazy. But I was like, you know what? Get the baby. You can always shop later. So I try not to do that. Even like, especially if you're making payments on a baby, think about the money that you spend preparing for the baby. That could be the money you could use to bring that baby home. So I really try not. Plus, you know, different babies are shaped differently, and different babies look different in different things. Like, I wasn't as crazy about Chase in this shirt, in this baby blue shirt. Chase came with this baby blue shirt, but I do like him, Jamari, in it. So that's why I kind of too like to shop after the baby come too, because you kind of get a feel of what you like to see them in. So yeah. So yeah, I will be trying to save, and yeah. But anyway, this video is really, really long. I just could sit here and talk all day about different little things and all the stuff that's going on. My hat collection is growing too for the boys. I've always had a pretty decent sized hat collection, even though I really only have 2 hat babies, because I don't really like Cameron with hats on that much. But I did put him on a hat recently. But I do like Chase is definitely a hat baby, and Carter. So, and the only reason Kason been a hat baby is because he's not fully rooted. But once he get rooted, he is not gonna be. That is not all my hat collection. That's just all the hats that I build up in my dang on room, because I had Kason, and I'm not Kason. Chase in here. So yeah. So I'm excited. Also with this baby, really quick, with the pacifiers, I tried on, and I know It's sad. I tried on one of Angel pacifiers, which is modified, and it's, of course, it's a girl pacifier, but it didn't really matter. I just had to try it on because I was trying to nipple. So I realized, because I got excited and tried to modify a pacifier, and I realized that for him, it needs to be like more so like Nook. It's like more flat at this end part, so that when you clip it, it fits in his mouth really well. This one actually was one, and it actually fit really nice in his mouth. So I'm gonna he's actually gonna be a real passy baby. So watch out, guys. I'm gonna be buying plenty passies that I can, any type of Nook passy that I can find, or any type of passy. Is this Nook? Yeah, that's Nook. That has that flat. So I'm just gonna show you. See how it has that flat? The neck of it is very flat. That's the best kind for him. Or even with my Angel, because their mouth is not too widely open. Like if I was to try to modify. And the only thing about modifying pacifiers, sometimes you can overly cut them and then you be messed up. Now like this one is not a Nook, but this one would work really good because it's got a flat head. But I'm going to show you one that won't work. These, I had bought these for him. I will have to put a magnet on it, but I'll still do magnets with him too because he has a magnet, a really strong, nice magnet. So these do not work. And the reason being, or I'm not doing it right, is the neck of it has this little teether thing, this gum soother thing on it, and it's thick. It's like a bubble. So it doesn't fit in the mouth really well. So bummer. So I'll have to magnetize the ones that I do for him. So yeah, certain ones will not work. So I am definitely, I think this one would have worked if I would have done it the right way. So I may buy some more of these, another one of these, but it's kind of big for his face. So, but yeah. But anyway, so that'll be something else I'll be working on. And, no, this is the one. Yeah, that's the one I did for him. He looks really cute with it. Let's see. I tell you, holding this camera is something else. Is this the one you had? And I do like that if you modify it right, it won't fall out their mouth. Like, so that's pretty cool. So see, he has that one, and it just goes right in. I really like that. And because, you know, when you're looking from, or you're taking pictures, you only see the nipple and the mouth, and it looks very realistic. So there you have it. So talk to you guys later. This has been a long video. This has almost been like the doggone TV show. So if you made it to the end, yahoo, and we'll see you later.